see if we can find it quickly.
Oh, what are we creating this one?
Hello Winter 6x6. And these. If you type in timepiece,
Okay.
you'll find it for the tag.
So they call it Timepiece Friday Night Scrapbook?
No, call it Hello Winter. Okay, everyone, just trying to share the video. I am here. There are 4 of you here. It's just a little bit of a lengthy process. This whole getting a video. Oh, now I've got to go back to me. Now it's going to boot me right back out. Sorry, we just can't do anything on our Facebook pages ourselves anymore. Just doesn't, yeah. Okay. I love you, Facebook, but you make life really difficult. Just putting this in the creative family group, just so anyone hasn't found it finds it. Naomi, are you sharing it too?
Yep.
Naomi, sharing. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Joanne. How are you? Rightio. I'm here. Oh, there she goes. She just shared that. Oh, there you go. Oh. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Robin. How is everybody? Yes, we had a pretty good day. Got kits done. Okay, so what are we going to do? So we're using Hello Winter. We're using the 6x6 paper pad. Now, Quentin wants me to do one of these because apparently it's really popular. One of these. What's it? Is it a triangle easel card?
Triangle easel.
I can't remember what it's meant to be called. My brain's a bit mushy. Oh, I've done a lot today. Hello, Tanya and Trish. Hello, Chloe. Hello, Naomi John. She's just over there. Hello, Lorraine and Diane. My order this week. Thanks very much. Oh, that's awesome, Joanne. I'm glad you got it. That is wonderful. Hello, Pam. Yes, we're all well and safe. Hello, Cheryl. Oh, awesome. You got a happy mail today as well. Hello, Tash and Robin. Hello, Lee. And yes, I'm going to defy the video gurus and I'm going to say hello to everybody. Like I'm not meant to. So I'm going to use a 6x6. Quentin wants me to make something like this. And I have designed something specifically for tonight's class. I'm just going to give you a quick look. We've got a weekly roundup tomorrow morning, and then sometime on the weekend we're going to do a video of the kits. I'll do like a pull the kits apart and show you everything in them. So week 48, which is the first week in December, but it starts on the 28th of November, is known for the holidays. And yep, you can see it. I've got known colour cards. If you have a look in the Creative Family group, there are pictures of each of the 4 kits. Week 49, which is the second week in December, is Lemoncraft Memories. There is a lot in this kit. There is a lot in there. There's a lot in all of them, actually. New products that go with the kits won't get released till the week of the kits. Made that decision. I'm making my life easier, but my life is hard at the moment. Week 50. Week 50 is a new mini collection that you guys didn't know anything about. It is called Purple Christmas. You can see there's some colour cuts. There's also a bead and sequin pack that goes with Purple Christmas. There's other things as well. Yep. And then week 51, which will be our last kit for 2022, is got a massive one of our supersized words. There's more of those on the way. We already have Zoo. This is You. And it's Tropical Ambience. Only 2 of the weeks have fussy cutting. 2 out of the 4 have fussy cutting. And 2 out of the 4 have colour cuts. Week 52, which starts on Boxing Day, Monday the 26th. Week 52 is going to be a scrap box week. We're going to finish the year with a bang, digging in our scrap boxes. Okay, so I've got a Hello Winter 6x6 paper pad. I'm either going to use a 1/4 or 1/2. There is going to be a kit for tonight. I've got a pack of poinsettias. Now, they're live again. So this is poinsettias. They are our most popular Christmas product ever in our Christmas shop online. Mine are a bit bodge. Mine are a bit banged up. So that is the poinsettias. I really like what I've done with the kits. I like what I do with the kits every single month. I'm really excited to use these ones, but I've still got 2 weeks to go in November of awesome kits. I've got the gifts. Quentin wanted me to bring them home, but then that's before he saw what I designed. I've got a piece of gauze. Oh, I've got lumberjack plaid oxide. I did get to buy one. I did. I've got Victorian Christmas, some flares. I've got a tube of Studio Light 3D Glossy Effect. Definitely going to be playing with that tonight. The gauze, I said that. And let me show you the paper. I've got a piece of buffalo, a piece of linen embossed. I've got 2 bits of glitter cardstock, a bronze and a champagne, or rose gold as I call it, and light gold. I've got a piece of Cottage Garden number 4, which has the doors on it. So, you know, the last number is the piece of paper it is. I've actually put paper like number 4 and that on them now. The last 2 collections. Oh, you've only seen one of those collections. Sorry. If you're doing the Peace and Joy virtual retreat and you haven't got access to the group yet, you need to contact us because I've tried to get everyone in. And I've got a piece of Tranquility number 5. See, number 5? Because it's red. Okay, and let's show you what I designed today. Well, it's been in my head for a while, and I extracted it from my designer's brain today into being a product, finally. And it works perfectly first go. I love that. You've got a mold. This is Time and Pieces. This is a Victorian Christmas colour cut pack, and it's called Time and Pieces. Time and Pieces. And it's got a big clock. It's big. It's a big pocket watch. It's big. Next week's a huge week. Academic Awards night on Thursday night at Noah's school. And they accidentally sent him the email to tell him that he needed to come along. I already had an email. I already knew he was getting an academic award and it had to come along, but he now knows. Yeah, he goes, Mum, did you get an email? Because I got an email today. So that's what's in. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 28. Yep, I was right. 28 pieces. I'm gonna go back. Gotcha order. Hello Tash and Robin and Lee. I said that. Hello D.
Hot Chasers on YouTube.
Everyone loves that card, I think, Pam. I think I'll refresh it. We might make it slightly smaller this time, maybe. Or maybe we can't because my pocket watch is huge. Hello, Bronny. We had a good day. Went riding, teaching the kids to ride bareback. Lots of fun. Oh, that would be lots of fun. Very sore, too. Oh, you got Happy Mail as well, Bronny. That's awesome. Oh, and so did Dee. Wonderful. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Kathy just lives up around the corner. Hello. I have the twins this weekend. Plenty of photos to scrap. Awesome, Mary. Take plenty of photos. And hello. I know it's rather late for some of you. Thank you, Dee. I love the kits too. I love all the kits, but I really love December. And there's 2 Christmas ones. You've got to be proud of me because I don't like, well, it's not that I don't always do a lot of Christmas scrapbooking. So I'm really putting all out stops. And I've designed so many Christmas collections this year. Hello, Di and Jacqueline. Yeah, Naomi John's been cutting you all week, but she's been cutting, well, actually, the Lemoncraft Memories kit was finished last week. And the Gnome for the Holidays, most of that was finished last week as well. So we've been going at this for a couple of weeks, cutting it. Thank you, Chloe and Jacqueline. Thank you, Robin. Oh, you can always do another order, I suppose, Chloe. Thank you, Joanne. It's awesome that you got Happy Mail Shower. I feel it tomorrow, walking like an old person. Yep. I'm betting you're feeling like an old person too. Yep. It's one of those lessons that I'm glad I never learned. I don't ride horses. I've had a very bad experience on a horse, so I'm not a horse. Quentin is a horse person. I'm not, but he is very, very understanding. Quentin can just get on anything and ride it, but I have a mortal fear of horses. I have had a very bad incident with a horse. Okay. So, let's get rid of these. Let's look. Are we going to do a white base or are we going to do a craft base? Because I'm thinking the craft. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a quarter of the book. Let's pull out a quarter and look at that.
Pam says you know the feeling.
Let's have a look at these papers. Oh, that's okay.
Well, Pam says know the feeling.
Know the feeling.
Of
I know that feeling.
Walking around.
Feel it tomorrow. Yeah, walking around looking off. Yeah, I'll bet. I'm feeling it. I kind of feel like I'm feeling your pain. Rightio. So, I do like the music. Music's pretty meaningful around here. Oh, I like that, but I like that. So this is what I do. I go through and I look at what I like. I think we like that one. Oh, I seem to be picking all planes. That's terrible. Muriel. I think these two, we could cut out this house and the little fox. I think we'll be definitely cutting out the little fox. And maybe the lady. But then a couple of these might be good on our card. Okay. Let's have a look at how big our pocket watch is. We might cut down to a clock. Oh, it'd fit on here. Wouldn't it? See, I could put like brick behind it on the back of it. You know. Because I've got a bit of paper here. Like, I've got a bit of paper. There's another piece of paper somewhere. There. I've got a bit of paper. I don't have a lot of paper.
Marie's arrived. Chloe says another line. Though. Should write back out and add it again. Cool. And
Right back out and then add it again. Yep, you never learn. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you'd miss some, Pam. Something that you really would miss. Yeah, we've had a wonderful day, Marie. Do you know if my happy mail has been sent? I've had no notification. I don't know, Mary. I don't know where you're up to. We'll have to ask Quentin. Hello, Cheryl. I'm just not sure where you're up to, Mary. I don't know because. Oh, Mary, you don't get notifications because remember, he doesn't have your email in the postal service. He gets your notifications. Hello, Marie. Oh, thanks, Marie. Hello, Deborah. Oh, hello, Liz. Yes, we are earlier, aren't we? Sorry about that. Quentin sent over 40 parcels. One day alone was 30 parcels, I think. Wasn't it? Was one day 30 parcels?
Yeah, Tuesday we sent 33 parcels.
33 parcels he sent on Tuesday. So we've sent well over 40 or 50 parcels. Probably over 50 parcels this week. So
we had all like the pre-orders come in on like
lots of pre-orders. Oh, that's what we should do. While we're looking at colours, what we're going to do.
Or do you want to show them the advent calendar? I have one.
We have an advent calendar here.
I'm going to do a post in the advent calendar group.
Oh, look, plastic for smushing. Oh, can I take the plastic off? I like the plastic for smushing. Or would you like your plastic back? Or do I just tuck it in here where we can both access the plastic for smushing?
Yes, tuck it back in.
I bought Naomi John. Well, I had to buy Naomi John an advent calendar, didn't I? So that she can do the classes. So this is really good for smushing. Let's make sure nothing's open in here. Oh, look, it's sealed there as well. Can I break that seal?
No.
No, that's the seal that open up and see the doors.
We're supposed to do the reveal this day, but okay.
Of the doors?
Sure.
I'll make sure none of the doors are open. Or doorless. There we go. Number 1. It's huge. It's huge. And then 2. So there we go. Advent calendar. We've still got a couple left. Very exciting. Yeah. So they're $75 advent calendars. They were $65, but that was a pre-order price. Rightio. So let's.
We've also had a few other people rock up. So we've got Michelle, Deborah, Desley, and Cheryl, and Liz.
Hello. Hello, Desley. Hello, Michelle. It's a luscious colour, isn't it? Yeah, you would miss them when you lived in town. So this is just a piece of smooth white. Look at that. There's a little bit of lumberjack plaid left. It's a good colour. That it's going to work. I think that's going to work. What do you think? I want to find something that I can use to ink the edges with. I got one of these from Studio Light. Studio Light. Rightio. So that's our red. I like that. I do like it. That's going to work perfectly. So let's do our base. That there. And then we got poinsettias. And poinsettias. And then we got little, well, we definitely need this little fox here. So let's get our snipping out. A little fox. I do think I need this little house.
Jason showed us on Facebook. He was on YouTube.
Oh.
What does it mean when someone sends you stars, Mum?
Hey Jace, how are you? So stars. It is an awesome color, isn't it? Stars. Interesting concept. So you get to send 200 stars for free. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can. We don't want you to spend money unnecessarily. You can spend money if you have like your PayPal account link or card linked to your Facebook account, and you can send stars, and you know it doesn't cost much. So once I get like, I think it's something like 1,000 or 10,000 stars, I get $10 or something. It's really
Oh, well, Cheryl just sent us 200 stars.
I think it's like, yeah, I've probably got, I think what it is once you've got $100 worth to be paid, you can get money. I think I've got about $35 or something, but it's, you've got to get to like 10,000 stars, which is $100 to get paid. It's interesting.
Yeah. So Cheryl sent us 200 stars and a lovely comment out across us. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Marie
Really
loves
appreciate
the
you
little
guys.
Fox.
I think the fox is adorable. I think he's as cute as cute. And I do like this lady here.
And
so we might just keep the one with the lady on it intact.
Jason's mum is finally back home.
Oh my gosh, Jace. I'm so glad. Love your mum dearly, but gee, she scared us. I'm going to cut these two end ones off, and we're going to have them as those. So this is what I do. I go through and I look for the things that I want to salvage. Sledge is nice, but that's a lot of work. But I do like the one it's on. Let's think about the tags. Okay, you're wanting my head off. Sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the pocket watch bit off. I was going to take it off, and I thought, no, well, I've already taken a stand off it. It had a stand on it. I've already taken the stand off. I was going to take that bit off, and I thought, no, sometimes you might want to do like a granddad page, and you know, you could use like pine cones and the pocket watch and, you know, cheer, because granddad could have, you know, a lot of cheer or Christmas cheer, and even the cinnamon sticks. It's only 2, but you could use those sort of things on like a granddaddy page.
We could just make a colour cut pack with cinnamon sticks.
Could make a colour cut pack just of cinnamon
mugs.
sticks. And what?
And mugs.
And
So
mugs.
you can
Cinnamon
make, like,
sticks and mugs.
So you can make like cinnamon stick things. You know?
There are pink mugs in a collection coming soon. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to use this, and I'm going to stick brick to the back of it, and then I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to stick it there. So I've decided on that. So let's cut out a bit of, let's just rough cut the bit of brick ready.
Quick question. That's a piece of white embossed.
No, it's a piece of white linen embossed, and it's a piece of 283 GSM buffalo if we use it.
How much do you say? Is it the Control Creations?
283 buffalo GSM.
Yeah, I know that. The big white linen that was mine.
White linen embossed. That's what's called white linen embossed. So our clock is 4 3/8 across, right? I don't think we can make the card any smaller. So we're going to make it this size. And I think we're going to make like a craft base. And then we're going to use the white like as an accent. Because I think it needs some oomph in it. What does everyone think? We'll make a white base. No. Let's make a craft base. And then we get to use our cinnamon sticks. Because I've just got to use them. Can't not use them. So we're going to set that aside. Got a bit of brick behind our big pocket watch. Now that time and pieces, this set is actually live. As scary as that is, we'll probably end up.
Says that she agrees.
What's that?
With the layout that you were going to
do. Oh, look, Jake's got Happy Mail too. Awesome. What was that about? Marlene has a competition with the Advent calendar, one a month starting December 1st. Oh, yeah, challenge. She's going to do a challenge. Marlene is.
Yeah, we're going to do one every day.
We're going to do a class a day for 25 days from the 1st of December.
If you start to see, like, when
so she does a class on Christmas Day. Because, you know, we be nuts. Rightio. So I've got a piece of 283S GSM Buffalo. And I'm going to cut a 6-inch. Why have you got... She's getting around. Her pajamas she's picked is she's got lilac leggings and she's got a very long frozen sister's shirt. And she's got a pair of orange sunglasses on the top of her head and some very wet, droopy pigtails.
No, they're bunny ears. Please get it right.
Bunny ears. They're droopy bunny ears.
They're in sleeping position.
Yeah, and she's getting around with a pair of sunnies on the top of her head.
At night, because you might get moonburn in the eyes.
Moonburn in your eyes. So we're cutting a 6-inch by 12-inch piece of our craft. I still have fluorescent pink paint on my trimmer.
Where you got that from?
I wonder.
Was it last week on Friday?
I wonder.
Look, I'm just making you remember why I don't do classes, you know?
Yeah.
Or Friday night class, at least.
Right. So, why we're doing this class is to remind you all of your numbers. It's a math class. Welcome to Math with Alicia. Right. So, when we do our maths normally, so if this was a square card, to do this math here, this green piece would be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then the bit inside would be 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. But we don't do that. Instead of jumping in 1/4 of an inch to get this even border, what we have to jump in is 3/8 of an inch to get this. Because we've also got this gappage in the middle here. So this piece here is then 5 3/8 by, it's 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. So we come in just an eighth more than what we normally would if we were doing a square or a rectangle. I hope that makes sense.
I think Dad volunteered to go to work tonight so he didn't have to scrap the math video.
The math video. Wow.
I'd like to take this off.
Do we think we're going to put this one below our clock?
Yeah.
Like that there. I think So we're going to have craft and then that. Or do we do craft and then the floral?
Well, then you just added a
I
whole new level.
actually think the floral. Maybe.
I think the floral. Or maybe we should do craft, blue, and then floral. Or
Yeah,
blue,
but the
craft, and
blue's
floral.
got the scene. What do we do? Craft. See, now I'm really getting inside my own head. White and floral. Nah. Nah. I think the floral. And then what we might do is we might put the blue on the other side, on the back. That'd look pretty. That's pretty cool. Let's do that. Okay. So this edge here has got the sticky stuff from the mini book, the 6x6 paper hat pad. So I'm going to make sure that that's the bit I cut off. I'm going to just trim that bit of sticky stuff off. Put that in the bin right straight away. Okay. So we need to cut a piece that's 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. So that's halfway between 5 1/2 and 5 3/4. I hope you're writing this down. So 5 3/8 by 5 3/8.
What do you think I am? I've got this covered.
Now let's look at what is up and what is down on our piece of paper. Is there an up and is there a down? There is an up and a down. And we're going to cut from the top right down to the bottom left. So with this piece, we're going top right to bottom left. Okay, so top right.
Oh, Mum, you're a bit too close to the camera.
Where? Oh, I was too far in front. Top right to bottom left. Oh, I went too far forward. See, if I lift it up too high, I don't have as far to go. So top right down to bottom left. And I'm going to line it up like 15,000 times before I decide to cut. But I don't think we're going to put that one there. I think we're going to put it in here. Right. So that one goes in the front. And then for the back here, let's find the sticky bit. So let's cut the little sticky bit off here. And then we're going to cut the same. So we're going to cut a piece that's 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. So it's halfway between 5 1/2 and 5 3/4. Right. So with this one, we're going to cut from the top left down to the bottom right. So from the top left down to the bottom right. Does that make sense? I think, Pam, great minds think alike. You usually agree with me. If it was a face-to-face class, I'd have to give you a lollipop, I think, Pam, for agreeing with the teacher. So that goes there. And then I don't know where we're going to put that bit. We'll find somewhere. Let's get a little bit of moving along. Oh. Right. Okay. So, yes. Let's stick these two together. Ready. Glue. And tape. We're keeping you awake, are we?
I'm just a bit tired.
I know I love teaching classes, but other than teaching classes. And I love sleeping. Do you know what my other favourite thing to do every night is? To read my book. I love reading.
It's a good series, that you're in, isn't it?
Yes, you've talked me into it, Lovey.
Some days in the car where I wish you didn't, where I wish I hadn't talked you into reading it, but
yeah, that's all the references.
Some days
I have always read what my kids read to make sure I knew what they were doing, and we have always listened to the same music as our children. Our children actually listen to the music we listen to too, but we have developed some very good Bon Jovi and they all listen to Bon Jovi and Fleetwood Mac and a bit of Dolly Parton. What else did they?
Amelia's favourite song is from Dolly.
Yeah, Amelia loves Dolly.
Amelia. She'll sing Jolene at the top of her lungs.
Yeah, Amelia loves Jolene.
No matter how many customers are in, when the song comes on.
So I've put tape and glue, so I've got a bit of slippage. And I've got super stick. Oh, don't forget we've got this to test out tonight. 3D glossy effect. So this was ordered 3 weeks after this is made in the EU too, in the European Union. This was ordered 3 weeks after some American-made stuff, and the American-made stuff only just left the US. And this arrived before.
Joanne F says, I can't sleep until I've read, until she's read something she reads every night.
So I'm just making sure it's stuck down really well. I don't want it to come apart. And notice how I didn't cut the white edge off first. I am going to cut that off. I didn't cut that off first because this gives me the ability to glue right to the edge. Rightio.
Sorry.
So you say?
And then Deborah said, I agree about reading. And we educated the children about
good music. We still listen to the music they listen to. Like, I don't mind the kids' music. We've always listened to whatever's going around on the radio. Let's use some of those. But yeah, I always make a point of, we're thinking about going to the movies this weekend with the big kids going. Didn't you realise?
No one told me that we were going to the movies.
Didn't you listen when we were talking yesterday with Noah?
Oh, I probably wasn't in the car.
No, we weren't in the car. We were at home yesterday evening.
No, I was teaching.
Oh no, yesterday morning it was. We're talking about going.
I was in the shower when we come together.
Well, thinking about taking the 2 big kids to see the new Black Panther movie.
What are you going to do with them?
I'm going to ask if I can get a babysit by some grandparents. She's a bit distraught she doesn't get to come to see Black Panther, but I'm not paying money for her to go and see a movie and cover her eyes through all the bad bits until she knows what it is. Best to watch a Black Panther movie at home under parental supervision, I think. I need to know what the movie is before she gets to watch it.
She might have watched Thor.
Well, yeah, but Thor's different. Thor's funny. Thor's like a comedy show. Okay, so we folded our piece in half. So this was our 6x12 of craft. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here, and I probably should score it because it's a bit thick. But notice how, and I'm glad I've got this one here because sometimes when I teach this, it's sort of flying a bit blind. Notice how, so a lot of people when they make one of these, they score it this way and then go, oh, it doesn't work. You need to score from your top right down to your bottom left for it to sit up. So we're going to score from this outer point here down to this point down here at the fold. So this is our fold here on the left. Noah makes his cards backwards because he's left-handed, and he goes, well, everyone should just be left-handed and accept the kind of card I'm going to give them. So you can put this in your scoreboard. I'll show you what it's like putting it in the scoreboard. I'm going to chuck it in my little scoreboard. And it's not going to work. It could work if I ruled the line. I'm not ruling the line. Let's get the scoreboard out. It's not dirt, it's glue. It is glue. So see how on my scoreboard I have defaced it with a pencil line down the middle. And this one here is important, and that mark's important, and so is that one. They're all important marks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up. I'm not going to go beyond my fold with my point here. So I've got my point up in the middle there, and I'm going to score down here. See? And then when I fold it, it is better if you do that. But notice how it sits like that. Once we get paper on here, paper on here, bit of embellishment, and then we have it sitting against a nice lip here. So sitting against this is up on foam. It'll work really well. That's sorry? Pauline, hello. Good morning from the UK. I love audiobooks. Just finished listening to Bright. Oh, awesome, Pauline. Love. I haven't tried an audiobook.
Do not get her started on them, please. We already listen to podcasts.
See, I listen to podcasts, and the kids hate listening, but we only listen to business podcasts. And what's the one you listen to, Millie?
I listen to Imagine This.
Imagine This science podcasts.
And I once had this thing.
So we alternate between business and kids science when we travel. Scoring is tricky for this card, and therefore it will not be typed as my English ain't that good. Oh, she's a waste of an education. No, she's not.
A waste of an education.
No, she's not. She's not. She's a good
I know
kid.
my limits.
So we're going to put that there. And then we're going to put our little scene here. And we're going to edge them in red. So we've got those two so far. And then on the front, so when you come to doing the front, you've kind of got to look at it and go, okay, how do I want it to be? This is a music paper. So if I was to do a triangle with the music paper, it is going to be running like that way, or it's going to run that way. And I'm not a fan of music running the wrong way. So you need to get a really big piece of paper, and then you need to cut like, so to get it to run the right way, you need a big piece of paper, and you need to cut your square from it diagonally out of the middle, and yep, it's wasteful. So I'm not a fan of that. Timber, on the other hand, I could run timber the wrong way.
Mum, it says it's illegal to have your notes backwards.
That music the wrong way. It's illegal in this household.
And it runs both ways, this one. Oh, is this one the right way round?
The music.
Let me check. The kids check the music. And so when music paper comes into the store, you do know that they try to play it.
Some of them are absolutely terrible tunes.
Yes, welcome to the creative family, Pauline. Welcome to the madness.
Mum, you had it upside down.
Did I?
Bring it
Yeah.
up.
Take it up. I think it's upside down all around.
No. Does we know that the ones that are like that are at the top? So we can move them around.
So this would sort of be upside down here, but this floral. But we could do that. Or we could just do a piece of timber and then cut a piece of floral. But let's deal with this first.
Piece of bark. It's a sonnet.
It's a sonnet, is it? It's a piece of bark.
It's from the bark family. Couldn't tell you which one.
Right.
Nanny, would you just...
So we're just going to test drive. Look at that. I think we're going to ink it all.
Mum, you could use the frames on the back.
I could. I could cut a circle out of it, couldn't I?
Nice.
It does look nice, doesn't it?
I thought she's really eager and keen in the class lunch. So.
Well,
What is the time?
where's your sunnies?
I took them off.
But where'd you put them? Did you put them where they're meant to go so that they can easily be found?
I forgot where I put them.
You forgot where you put them.
That means they're not in the home. Go and find them.
Go and find them and put them away properly, please. You don't want me to growl tomorrow morning when I do pickup sticks. Do you really want me to be doing pickup sticks after you in the morning? No. No, no, no. Quentin doesn't enjoy it when I do pickup sticks at work because 3 coffee cups this morning. 3.
So everyone's saying hello to Pauline in the comments. And then there was like bark grows on trees. That's how much I know about musical.
Oh no, Deborah.
Bark is a very famous musical.
So we are currently contemplating someone starts year 3. So that means next year. So that means she gets to do a musical instrument at school.
But we haven't done the note.
No.
I feel like
It used to be year 5 and then it was year... No, you're not filling in the note. It used to be year 5 and then it was year 4 and now it's year 3. Not sure I'm pleased with that.
I wish it was year 2.
No, I don't wish it to be year 2.
I would learn an instrument easily.
You already know an instrument.
Oh yeah, that's piano.
Piano doesn't count apparently.
Yeah, piano doesn't count.
Yeah,
Because it's not a Star of the Sea instrument.
Because it's just an automatic instrument when you're a Redshaw child.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have learnt the piano. I'm the only Redshaw that hasn't been given the opportunity to learn an instrument.
You should learn an instrument.
You're saving it for
That's
retirement.
I'm saving it for retirement.
Yeah,
Oh,
then we can
right.
teach Mummy how to play an instrument. Good idea,
Okay.
Sean.
Sean is her hand, her imaginary friend hand.
It's her right hand and her left hand's called lefty.
Yeah, let's
But
just
mainly
not go
also,
into that.
my right hand is also Bilbo.
Can you please leave?
Okay.
Sorry, everyone.
I like watching it.
Go and find Noah.
Go and watch a movie or something. Get Noah to see what's on the movies tonight.
I don't like the TV.
Okay, so I am going to stick this on now. I don't usually do this, but I really want to see where we're at. So I've been very light-handed with the ink because I don't like... I get funny about inking things because I end up with ink all over me and then I get it all over the project and then it's a disaster and we all know how it goes.
Deborah says that her kids had a choice of recorder or recorder and she loathes the instrument.
Yeah, we have recorders buried in our yard, remember?
Oh yeah.
We and the reno house we did the year that we had Amelia, we did a flip house the year we had Amelia and there's a recorder buried there. But yes, we so our front yard isn't just where we bury budgies, it's where we bury musical instruments. And Milton has a penchant for pulling the recorder apart before he buries it.
We've already got a recorder with no top.
Yep, because the top of that particular recorder is in the garden. It may be pollution, but we're really sorry to future generations. We have got musical instruments everywhere. Yes.
They're doing the world a service.
Yeah. And they all think it's funny to buy each other recorders. The boys have 1 out of 2 they're Thai flutes?
Oh, they're pan flutes.
Yes, the boys have pan flutes.
It's twin matching set.
They have a matching set. I think Milton's is in Brisbane with him. I'm hoping it's in Brisbane with him because I've only seen one floating around lately. But now, please, if you've got a a bit of side, if you've got a really sensitive stomach, please don't listen to the next statement. Our boys have pan flutes because they wanted to learn to play them with their nostrils.
Because I saw this video.
Because they saw it on a video and they thought, oh, we can do that. My boys are terrible. They are not, they're nearly 9 years apart, but and they think they're not like each other.
That's also why us older kids learn how to do semaphores.
Yep, they learnt semaphores as well, so they could.
Wasn't it I used to do it in Chermside when we were shopping?
Yep, so they could, when they were out and about, they could communicate with each other. Yeah, let's just. So when you cut through this, try to cut with the scissors. Oh, and don't use your good fussy cutting scissors for this because this is quite thick now. Try and cut with them not on an angle, but with them nice and straight and up and down against the edge. So you don't get any white showing. But we are going to ink the edge. Oh, I've just been waffling on it, but yeah. I'm sure other people's kids are as wild and woolly as ours. Would you believe our children are very well behaved when they go to school? They're well behaved at home. That's the point. Noah's got a callback for the school musical. I didn't know he auditioned for the school musical, but he has auditioned for the school musical. His brother Milton used to love being in musicals. Milton was in Spamalot, the one, and he was Sir. What was it? Nothing Much to Say.
Mm-hmm. And then he was like 3 other characters as well because they were a bit low on students. Like
they were low on students. Okay, so let's just put a little bit of. Oh, look at that! Isn't it lovely? I do like this color. I think it's necessary.
That red is really
goes with my poinsettias. It just goes so well with my poinsettia colour.
You were worried.
I was worried it wasn't going to work.
I better put a link up to the site.
You better. And then when we turn that over. Oh, look at that. That'll look good at the back. It's a bit of brick wall and a bit rustic. A bit rusticy. So when we stick it on, we can't just whack it on like that. We've got to sort of go, when we go to stick it on, we're going to have to make sure we get the bricks right. So that's nice and straight. So we're building this piece and we're building this piece. Okay, we need to make some decisions. So let's use this blue in here on the 2 pieces here. And then on top of this one, let's put this floral. And on top of that one in there, let's put a piece of upside down.
Deborah says good for Noah, and then they said I absolutely loved the video that Rachel from Duck and Draw did this week of the lumberjack fight.
Oh, I haven't watched it. I've seen a tiny bit of it.
I've seen the results afterwards, which was pretty cool.
Rachel's awesome, isn't she?
No.
We walked home with Rachel. She stayed in the same place as us. We walked home with her after drinks one night in Melbourne. Safety in numbers when walking through a race course at night, I suppose. Okay, so then let's put it's a lot, isn't it? Let's put this here. Let's actually put that side. Let's turn the floral over and use that side there. And then let's put a little thing like this in here to write on, like this one in there. Because usually I put a big triangle piece. Let's put a piece like that. Okay. So we need a piece of this blue. So this is this piece out of the book. Let's find the bit with the gluey stuff on it. It's that one there. It's the rough edge. So let's cut a tiny bit of piece off. And then we need this to be, once again, 5 3/8. So it's halfway between 5 1/2 and 5 3/4 by 5 3/8. And then let's look at it. How do we want it to be? Like that or like that?
Is it going to cut into triangles again?
Yeah, we're going to cut it diagonally, but let's have a look at. No, I'm liking that.
So it's not going to cut diagonally.
So we've got it like this, stripes up and down, and we're going to cut from the top right to the bottom left. So top right to bottom left with the stripes going up and down, if you're following it exactly. If not, just do it however you so choose. Honestly, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. I've just had a thought. I should have distressed it. But you know what? I didn't need to. And then this piece that was the floral. So now it's the same size, right? So we need to make it a bit smaller. And it really only takes one cut. So we're going to fold it. We're going to turn it so that we've got a long straight edge at the top. We've got a, well, not the longest, but a straight edge at the top. And our corner, our 90-degree corner or our right angle corner, is over here on the right hand side. And we're going to cut from this point out here. We're going to come across at oh no, we've been cutting at 5 5/8, not 5 3/8, Naomi.
What?
Yes, we're meant to have been cutting at 5 5/8.
But you said 3/8.
Yeah, I've been saying 3/8. You need to go back and correct them all. We're going to cut at 5 3/8 this time.
Millie's here to come say goodnight.
We're just going to do the mark up the top up here. I'm so sorry, everyone. I've been saying between 5 1/2 and 5 3/4, but it's 5 5/8. You ready? Okay, you ready? I'm just protecting your back from that.
Good night. Hello, goodbye.
Kiss night. You going to bed or you want to read?
I want to read.
You going to bed to read?
Yeah.
Rightio. So we're going to have this right angle corner over here. I'm going to line that point up with our 5 3/8 measurement and just cut. And we only have to cut once. And then it's enough. And my friend is not liking me right now. Look, there we go.
It also doesn't help that Dad's backspace one doesn't work unless you actually like
bang it, because
shit
Dad
to the next level.
Dad just is cruel on his computer.
Have you ever tried liking a comic book this mouse before? It doesn't work unless you double click.
Oh, the mouse at the register at work, I think, needs to be replaced again.
Oh, sure.
Just going to ink the edges.
You can't even ink it as you go. I just ink it all at once, you know.
Oh, well, sometimes I do that and I forget to ink things. I'm going to forget to ink something. I'll have to at least ink one thing while it's already stuck down. I probably should have distressed it all, but it's just too bad now. Too late. Rightio. So, don't throw packets out. They're good for smushing. Smushing. Rightio. So these two get stuck together flat. I'll try and make sure I go right up into the corner with the tape and then just fold it over. So that my corners don't curl off. And then let's stick this on. So an even border on the 3 sides. It's what we were aiming for. And then this one over here is going to go down flat. So if you saw any of the, if you have a look in the online store and you see the image, we're going to stick this one on now, see the image of the December kits, you'll notice that the Purple Christmas mini collection actually has, it's not going to have pattern paper, actually has a little bannery image, a little proper title image like all the other collections. So that means that there is more stuff. There is more stuff to go with it other than just that set of mini colour cuts that's in the kit. And the joy word. Then these ones are going to go on foam. But we're not going to stick them on just yet. Well, that's too much foam. Cut a triangle. Down here. A little bit down here. And sort of that's going to go there. Like that. And then this will sit against it. It's a backstop. That's what I call it. I don't know. It's meant to be called a backstop. Rightio. It's a lot of red. It's going to get more red. Rightio. Let's bring on all our bits and bobs. All our embellishments now. It's embellishment time. Oh, 4 times on Sunday. That bloke went past. 4 times. Honestly, if you're listening, man on the motorbike, one day we will work out where you live. We'll go and do burnouts out front of your place all the time.
Are we using a flag tonight? Or...
Maybe. We've got a quarter of a paper pad so far, a piece of buffalo, a packet of the time and pieces colour cuts. Oh God, this. I think we're going to use this one. Oh, lost me fox.
Oh, no.
No, there he is. It's the smaller fox off the little blocky thing, not off the tag. So there is another fox. Well, there was. Isn't he cute? Isn't he just the cutest? What do we need? See the heart on the angel? I'm going to cut a piece of, just a little strip of the leftover from the floral. And then I'm going to colour it with the red ink. And stick it on. I need to get a move on. You'll all leave me and go to bed and I'll still be fluffing around without building a card.
Is that an option?
No, you don't get to go to bed and leave me. My friend, my daughter. See? Yeah, right.
Depends what the situation.
No one wanders off.
No one wanders off on anything.
He wanders off during class.
You could be in like the middle of a crisis and I'll just be like,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, I'm gonna just go on pace idea.
I'm a little house. I don't think I'm ever going to live in a house that's got a chimney.
Huh?
Never going to live in a house that's got a chimney. I might stay in one, but I won't live in one permanently. Bit cold for me. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm a cold frog.
Could you imagine also the body chimneys that just didn't?
Yeah, it'd be a disaster waiting to happen.
Insurance claim, here we come.
Yep. With your father around.
I know what he would try and do. Apparently, you can toast like cheese and bread in it.
I don't think you meant to toast cheese and bread in your chimney in your house.
It's just wood and fire.
Yep.
It's safe.
I want to use the bow. Okay. I think what we need to do is stick it together.
You sure?
Yep, I'm positive. Right, so we've got this one here. One with the little kid on the back. I'm going to cut around it neatly. -ish. I would say that if you're not confident with cutting around this, just distressing it would have been good because it would have healed in a lot of sins.
This isn't great on class for beginners. You haven't hacked any holes in it or anything yet.
No, I haven't hacked any holes in anything yet because I was very naughty. I should have actually cut the middle out of this piece. Did anyone else notice I made a mistake?
Oh, yeah.
I should have cut the middle out of that. That's okay. Okie doke. So we've got this piece here. And we're going to pop it on foam in there. And we're going to ink it first. So let's put the ink over here so I don't forget.
Dee said in Sydney we had a house. We were 5 plates, etc. and we removed it and covered the chimney as it was sticky and expensive for the wood.
Yeah, we had a fireplace in the house at Boyne Island, but it was, Dad actually built it and just put a like a heater in there, that I think we used like 4 times in the time we lived down there. It was sort of more decorative.
An heater up here is normally like, you know.
Because remember back in the 70s, they said it was going to start getting colder.
That only happened this year. What froze?
So we stuck that there to write on. And now let's stick some things around that once we get these done. So I don't normally put a card together, but I think what we need to do is put it together a bit so that we know where we're going.
Deborah said the trunk was probably better solid when it's raised instead of packing the whole
It is a bit better solid.
It's got a bit, especially for cards. Cards get a lot of wear and tear on them.
Oh no, but you actually need this one. You need the weight here to hold the card down so it doesn't curl up. You do actually need the weight on this one. Rightio. So let's stick this on. Let's talk about this piece. So when we go to stick this on, we want it to be upright. Like we want it to be, let's look at that. We want it to be in the middle of the card so that when the card's closed, so we could stick it here like this and it look all nice, but then it's over to the side, and I like this piece to be in the middle. See, that's in the middle from point to point on the fold. It's nice. In the middle is nice. Put that over there. So let's find the middle-ish on this. And then we're going to hold this here nicely. I'm going to fold this like this. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to slide our circle out a little bit. So then we can trace along here. So we slid the circle out a little bit and traced along the line so we know where to go up to with our adhesive. So our adhesive is actually hidden. So we're going to use tape and glue. Because this is a critical point. This is a critical piece that if it falls off, well, it's just terrible. It's really terrible. In my opinion, if it falls off. I don't like the idea of falling off.
Deborah said that she has always lived with in a house that had a fire or fireplace in it, a wood fire or fireplace in it, except for the one that she's in now.
No.
Seems a bit fancy.
I will admit we do have reverse cycle and heaters in our air conditioners. And we thought, well, when we put them in, we thought, oh, maybe someone will like it one day if people are just not used to the cold that buy the house from us. But yeah. Now, did we make sure that it was straight? I think we did.
So I had that bad boy on every night for at least 2 hours.
So let's do this. Let's put this on in the middle. Let's do a quick test to make sure that our adhesive's all hidden and to make sure our bricks are straight. Yep. And then bring it back. Oh, I smushed some glue out. Deary me. Try not to. Right. Well, that's stuck there now, isn't it? There we go. Okay. Where's our little house? Okay, so we've got this one that bends around the corner. Let's just hack it in half. Yep. I'm going to put a little bit of foam on behind our house. Not sticking it on yet. This bit we hacked in half. We're going to tuck it under there. that there. So this piece of poinsettia is going to go on foam. It's the smaller single poinsettia. And then we'll tuck in some pine cones. Pine cones. Where's the other half of the thing? And then this bit. Let's put this piece up here. The other half. No, the other half of that one we just cut in half. So at this point in time, I would take a photograph of that. But you're looking at this through my phone. So I'm not going to do that. And hopefully Quentin has his phone with him. And I got Buckley's getting the phone out of the kid. Even one that loves me.
Sorry, I was reading the comments.
What was that? What?
I just heard kid, and that's...
No, it's okay. I said I got Buckley's getting a phone out of a kid.
Like, you could use my phone if you want to. Is it necessary?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Sure?
Yeah. So for continuity, I usually don't colour things I fussy cut and things that I and colour cuts. But I'm going to do it tonight.
Dee says that I could see using that clock with with Alice.
Be so cool with Imagine with Alice, wouldn't it? I need to recolour it for Alice, but
Nothing if you Lindy's mix couldn't fix.
what's that?
Nothing if you Lindy's mix couldn't fix.
Yep.
Are we actually making this into a colour set?
What's that? Well, we could. Oh no, there's Alice on the way.
There's Alice on the way.
There is Alice on the way, just so you all know. But you have to wait a little bit. Got our stack of letters. Is that him letting the cat in, or?
Yes.
Make sure we stay within our boundaries. Then we're going to cover this messy bit here up with our little house. And then we're going to put in this gap here, we're going to put our poinsettia, and I've kind of made a bit of a mop through the corner of my house. We had pumpkin soup. It was the last of our homegrown pumpkins. Well, actually, it was one of the few of our last crop of homegrown pumpkins. What do you know?
The next crop is on its way.
Yeah. What do we think? Central heating comes through vents in the ceiling in our house. There you go.
Oh, so not through the falls and walls. Okay. Yes.
It was just like the house just wraps you up in warmth.
That's how I imagine it, you know.
Yep, we know. I love it.
About the danger of like a heated blanket, because I think those are just really dangerous.
I'm not a fan of
I'd end up cooking myself alive.
electric blankets. I worry about cooking my brain. I think too much. You didn't already know that. Hello, my name is Elisa and I think too much.
No, about cooking your brain.
So we need to make sure we don't go beyond the bottom here or the side because it won't fit in the envelope. And then when we get up here, it's got to look nice what overhangs up here. It's got to look nice in the back. I just don't think we're going to get the bow on here. I really wanted to use the bow. I do love the bow.
Is it another project?
It looked really good on the pocket watch up here. The bow did. I have to use it on another project. I'm going to say, before I get to use it in another project, Amelia's going to swipe it. Just so you all know.
Like, I can prevent that from happening and use it on one of my projects first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, keep that, Mum. I've got an idea for using that in my own projects.
Cheryl says it looks very pretty.
Thank you, Cheryl. Where's my box? Rightio.
Trish says we don't like electric blankets either.
I'm not a fan. Okay. Let's put this together and fly by the seat of our pants as we put it together. So I know I'm going to use this one.
Michelle F says, I remember as kids growing up in Victoria and have woken up one morning with a black burn mark under my pillow, but the electric blanket had burnt at the cord but luckily smothered.
Oh, gee whiz.
Shitters.
Yep. Michelle, you just sold me on not having one ever. When we went to Geelong for, remember in 2018 that cold snap? Well, we were in Geelong, Quentin and I were, and for that weekend or that week, and yeah, we would warm the bed up with the electric blanket, but not, yeah, I would make sure it was unplugged from the wall before I got in there.
I still remember turning on the radio and driving up from Brisbane to Gladstone during like second year of uni, second semester, and they had this lady on complaining about the cold snap. She's like, I don't even have my electric blanket anymore because we turned it on and it started moving, and it turns out like all the mice had like gone into it, and like there was just like a field of mice inside the electric blanket. It was disgusting. They burnt them alive. Yeah, it was. She was really descriptive as well. So,
Oh,
no.
like we needed to hear that.
Yes.
I thought talking about the boys learning how to play the panpipes with their nostrils was a bad discussion here. Talking about what the lady did to the mice.
Well, she didn't know they were in there until she did it on them. Yes.
Right.
It did not make the trip any funner.
I'm just inking a few things. I'm going to tell you what I'm using when I. It's only a couple of weeks of school left. I think Noah's in exams next week.
My program will use mastic textbooks.
Yeah. He's only got one exam next week, but he's got presentations and assignments and all sorts of stuff. I think he handed, what did he hand in today? Science. Was it science he handed in?
Yes, no? Yeah, science.
So he's nearly finished year 10. Let's do one of these. Oh, and maybe I need to do the cinnamon sticks. Well, if I ink them, then someone else is, they're still going to use them in their project. I've got a mistletoe flare. I thought it might be nice. Okay, so we've got this piece here. We've got our angel. Sort of our angel covers part of it. So let's put our angel on foam. Naomi is peeling stuff for kits. What little words are you doing now? Fun. How fun is fun? It's not that bad. I did a heap of them the other day.
You got the easy ones out.
Yep. I just took them out. Is there any of that we could remove? Not really.
I'll make space for you. I've written off a full sheet of birthdays, Christmases, and fun. I don't know what the birthdays were from. I think Dad cut a whole sheet of birthdays for like 3 of them.
He needed 3 for a kit.
And we had them in the spares tub.
Yep.
We cut a whole sheet of 52.
Okay. So kind of making sure she's straight-ish. Just slip in here a bit so that we can slide that like that. Put part of it on foam. Like that. That's the big one with leaves. And see this big berries thing with leaves? Let's cut it in half. That's a really big one. Down there.
Light rain red Trish's currently because it's a bit stormy. And Deborah says that they've got our weather down south. Warm in the mornings and only rising a few degrees over the day.
Yep.
Well, we'll switch it. You can have the autumn weather back. Hot days, cold nights.
Let's put our little fox here. I just want something to go there, but I don't want it to be too... Let's cut this thing of berries in half. It's a smaller one that's identical to the one we did before. Just need something here.
That's
better.
Looking beautiful. Deborah said the colour looks lovely.
Let's come in here and just do this inside bit here. It's a bit cream, isn't it? So we got the small poinsettia, and then the other half of those little berries we just cut off. That was a long set of berries as well. I do love these poinsettias.
Deborah says that she loves this colour. So we're definitely not using a flare roll.
Not yet. Just hold your horses.
I'm just trying to listen to kid.
Just give me a chance.
Righty-o, patio. Would you like a fun word?
Nope.
That's super fun.
Just sort of sneaks out there. Oh, joy word up there. Just going to cut a pine cone in half. Got to start sticking in some pine cones. I just never thought I would use pine cones in a million years in a project.
Oh, it's a twisted easel card.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, not a triangle easel.
Yeah, well, I was having a blank moment.
Keep your shot away. There we go. Oh.
Now that we've added some pine cones there, for our two pine cone bits.
Don't forget your dimensional stuff.
Yep, I won't. I love little word things like, sorry if you don't use them if you don't want to. Oh yeah. So let's put a bit of foam behind the end and glue behind the bit that's going to go on the angel. Just don't know about, they just look like they're ninja whacking sticks or something. With cut one pine cone in half and keep one whole. Oh, gotta stick it there now. Just need to cut a little piece off. What do we think of little mistletoe there? What do we think?
Looks pretty cute.
I think so. Okay. Sometimes I don't know about ink. Like red ink is very bold. It's very out there, isn't it? So there is a flare button maybe. Let's have a look at this stuff. I reckon you could use this and add a glitter on top of it. So let's see how it comes out. Maybe not do it straight onto a card, Elisa. Okay, still on here. Oh crap, that's why we didn't do it straight onto a card. Look at that. I just squirted that. because I squeezed it too hard. Now where am I going to put that? Got something you need to glue?
Not right now, no.
Oh, I'm going to put it back in the bottle. Don't tell Quentin I just wiped that on my pants. Rightio. Oh, that's better. Don't buy a tube and then just open it up and go to put it straight on your project. So, actually, you know, it's probably going to be, it's actually, oh, I could put it in the window. It's probably going to be quite a lot like Dimensional Magic. It's actually white when it goes on. Dimensional Magic's sort of clearish. You see that? Oh. Right. Okay, let's do the heart. Make the heart glossy. And around this heart. Let's do the white part. Probably should have put this on at the start of the night. Oh, you can get, it's like, you can get texture into it, like I'm pouncing texture into it, so that's quite a good thing. Oh, look, there's a berry there. Oh, little berries here. So where Dimensional Magic is more runny, that's drying really quickly. Let's just pounce it out into like a textured sort of thing. Oh, look, there's berries there. This is probably a little thicker. Does that make sense? Whereas if we were to put dimension, like you can see it's sort of a little, you can see it's starting to dry already. Let's put the lid on it. So we know. I reckon it would work as a glue. It feels like a glue. So let's glue two things together. Let's glue this strip to this strip. It's not as runny as Dimensional Magic. Oh, but it oozes out just the same. Let's leave that there to dry. So when we go like, so it's white, whereas when we use Dimensional Magic, it's sort of more clogged up. This is more of an epoxy type thing. And Dimensional Magic gets bubbles in it. That's why you don't shake it. And it's sort of thicker and a bit more runny.
Huh?
What's that?
Thicker, but a bit
No,
more.
not thicker. You get a thicker raised up. And you don't, So even when I pounce that on there, it's all the same level on top. It's all like one smooth level. Whereas when I pounced it on here, because it was like a thicker, not thicker as in this is more raised, Dimensional Magic there, I could get texture into it because it had the ability to pounce texture into it because it was like a thick, pasty type thing. Some of it's dry, some of it's not. Don't know if you can see where it's starting to dry. I think it'll be really cool because where sometimes Dimensional Magic's not, well, you couldn't do Dimensional Magic on the side like that because it would just run straight off. Like if you did it on a card on an angle, it would just run straight off. It's starting to run there. Okay. Yeah. So I hope that helps. I'm just going to show you the bits again so you can do your screenshots with your device. Oh. Sorry. The class mums are chatting. We've got a concert in 2 weeks' time, so they're just sort of, some of the mums are new to school and they don't understand what we do at the concert. So, and that's understandable. You gotta learn these things. So that's the inside bit to write on. And then you've got this bit here at the front on the backstop. That's the backstop piece. And then we've got this. So this is what it looked like if it's flat. But then when it stands up, that's what it looks like. I'll bring it up a bit closer so you can take a screenshot of all the bits. Sorry about how it strobes behind. You know, it doesn't strobe behind much. Oh, no, it does when you get really close on YouTube. But, yeah. So, there you go. So, it's pretty cool. You can get really good texture in it. Like, I've got a bit of texture. And I don't think you can see the texture, but it's got a bit of texture in the glossy stuff there. It's probably not as unforgiving as Dimensional Magic can be because I've got an air bubble in this, and then yeah, and Dimensional Magic more levels out into one level. I love your card class. It's so great. Thank you, Pam. And I don't often do cards on Friday nights, do I? But yeah, so I don't know what we're doing next Friday night. Probably something. Sorry, just had to squish a bug. But yeah, so how'd you go with the kit? So you got a flare button?
Yep, links up.
How much is the kit?
$12.50.
$12.50, there you go. So the $12.50 includes a flare button.
Mm-hmm.
It includes the Time and Pieces
Colour cut.
Victorian Christmas colour cut set. It includes a quarter of the ScrapBoys 6x6 paper pad, a piece of 283 GSM Buffalo, and a packet of poinsettia colour cuts. Mm-hmm. Did you get them in there?
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
And the white line embossed as well.
Oh, no, we didn't need that. You better take that out. So X that out and minus that off your price. It's not going to be $12.50, everyone. We're just going to change that. Thank you, Debbie. We will. I'll get to read my book before I go to sleep. Thank you, Jacqueline and Joanne and Diane and Pam and Kathy and Trish and Chloe and Debbie and Dee and Lorraine and Tash and Pam and Cheryl. You build up the embellishments. I think the thing is, Cheryl, when you put the embellishments together, is having them sort of touching and grounded together, like that they come together and they're not sort of floating and they kind of make a little bit of sense, but there's that sense of connection between them. I hope that makes sense. But we can cover more of that in classes. Like you can always ask for more of, you know, the putting the embellishments together. And there we go. So we used the lumberjack plaid. We used the blending tool. We tried the, and I really like this 3D gloss effect stuff. You could use it as a glue. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look at it. Still a bit damp. Yep, but pretty good as a glue. It's worked really well. I can't get it apart. I'm just ripping the paper there. All I'm doing is ripping the paper to shreds. Yep, nah. Look at that. It's glued really well.
Okay, the kit's not edited.
So how much is the kit?
11.
Sorry?
$11.50.
$11.50 for the kit. There you go. For the card. $11.50. And that will be made lovingly by my husband, Quentin. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for listening to the waffle. There was a lot of waffle. If you're watching this later on, don't forget you can always message questions. If you go, I just want to say something. If you go to the online store and you use that chat thing, it's that chat thing on the front of the online store where you can ask a question, that is provided by Messenger, right? So that's a Messenger thing we've got attached to our online store. You really need to be logged into Facebook or Messenger on your device when you ask a question. Otherwise, we can't reply because the moment you click off our online store, it loses you. And when I reply 5 minutes later and you've accidentally gone to attend to the kids, it bounces and I can't reply. So it seems like I'm being ignorant, but I'm not really. I'm not ignoring you. It just means that the silly system doesn't let me reply once you've left that page. Unfortunately. Oh, I didn't use this. But...
And we'll be back tomorrow with our weekly roundup.
And we'll be back tomorrow morning with a weekly roundup. And then, oh geez, I just stuck something on there. Dear, I've ripped that. Oh, well, I'll give that away. Kill me, Leah. We'll be back in the morning with a weekly roundup, and sometime over the weekend we're going to do a kit reveal where, you know how we open up the kits and I show you everything that's in the kits. So we'll do that over the weekend as well. That little video. Oh, I forgot to show you. This is what we did this week. If you missed the classes, so we did Tuesday night, we did the scrapbook page, and Tuesday morning we did the rainbow card. The rainbow card video did disappear, so you will need to go into the album for this week, and the video is in the album. I actually downloaded and reloaded the video, and it is there. I hope it works properly. It was probably my fault that it didn't load and it disappeared. You never know what these things, and it's been a long time since we've had a video disappear, so, and it wasn't taken down because I said anything bad either, for a change. I don't actually say bad things. It was just I did a page about dolphins once and it got deleted. So, is what it is.
The dreaded dolphin glass.
Yeah. I did a page with dolphins on it. But yeah. So that's what we did this week with Tropicana. So thank you very much for coming along. Yep. Good night, Pam. Good night, Jacqueline. Good night, Debbie and everybody else. Thank you very much. Take care. Stay safe. Love yous all. And we will see you tomorrow morning for weekly roundup. See you then. Bye.